Today, we're practicing a very modern work skill, giving a clear status update in chat. This is the kind of message you might post in a morning stand-up channel, a team Slack, or Microsoft Teams, especially in hybrid or remote work.
And it sounds simple, but it's easy to write too much, sound unclear, or accidentally sound stressed. In this lesson, you'll learn a short, natural structure that helps you share what you're working on, what's happening next, and whether anything is affecting the timeline.
You'll hear a realistic team channel conversation. Then we'll break down the best phrases, and you'll get practice building updates that sound calm, professional, and easy to read.
We'll focus on present progress language, like I'm working on, plus simple sequencing and short status structures you can reuse every day.
Natural dialogue. Morning, team. Quick status update from me. I'm working through the onboarding screen draft. As of now, the main layout is in place, and I'm polishing the error states.
Thanks, Priya. Are we still on track for a handoff today?
Mostly, yes. I'm making good progress, but I'm running late on the final mobile spacing. If it goes smoothly, I can share a draft link by end of day. If not, it may slip to tomorrow morning.
Appreciate the heads up. When you share the draft, can you also include the empty state screens? QA is lining up test cases.
Yes, I'm adding empty states next. Small note, one icon set is still pending from brand, so I'm using placeholders for now.
Got it. Does that impact the timeline, or is it contained?
It shouldn't impact the overall timeline. I'll keep moving with placeholders and swap the final icons in once they come in.
Perfect. Also, are you updating the specs in Figma, or should I look somewhere else?
I'm updating the specs directly in Figma. I'll post in this channel once the draft is ready for review.
Sounds good. Thanks for keeping it clear. Anything you need from engineering?
Not at the moment. I'm just working through a couple of edge cases. If I find anything that affects the flow, I'll message you.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Language takeaway. Now let's pull out some high-use words and phrases from that chat update. We'll keep it simple, what it means, why it's useful, when people say it, and a quick example you can copy. Status update.
Meaning. A short message about what you're working on and where things stand. Why it is useful. It sets expectations without a long explanation. When people say it, in stand-ups, team channels, or project threads. Example. Quick status update. I'm finalizing the draft and I'll share it by end of day.
As of now.
Meaning. At this moment, based on the current information. Why it is useful. It sounds clear and honest, especially when things might change. When people say it, when giving the current state of work. Example, as of now, the layout is complete and I'm updating the details.
I'm working through.
Meaning, I'm actively dealing with something step by step. Why it is useful. It sounds calm and professional, even if the task is complex. When people say it, when you're in the middle of a task or fixing issues. Example, I'm working through a few edge cases before I send it out.
On track.
Meaning, going according to the plan or schedule. Why it is useful. It quickly answers the question, are we okay on time? When people say it, when talking about deadlines, schedules, and delivery. Example, we're on track for the release next week.
Running late.
Meaning, behind schedule. Why it is useful. It's direct, but not overly dramatic. When people say it, when a piece of work is taking longer than expected. Example, I'm running late on the final review, but the draft is almost done.
Timeline.
Meaning, the schedule for when work will happen and when it will be delivered. Why it is useful. It keeps the conversation focused on planning. When people say it, in project updates and delivery conversations. Example, this change shouldn't affect the timeline.
Draft.
Meaning, an early version that's not final yet. Why it is useful? It helps you share progress without promising perfection. When people say it, when sharing work for review. Example, I'll share a draft this afternoon for feedback.
By end of day.
Meaning, before the workday ends, often today. Why it is useful? It gives a clear, realistic time expectation. When people say it, when setting a deadline in chat. Example, I'll send the updated file by end of day.
Slip to tomorrow.
Meaning, move to a later time, usually the next day. Why it is useful? It's a natural, common way to talk about small delays. When people say it, when you're adjusting a schedule. Example, if the feedback takes longer, it may slip to tomorrow.
In place.
Meaning, set up and ready. The main parts are already there. Why it is useful? It communicates progress even if you're still improving details. When people say it, when describing what's already completed. Example, the main structure is in place, and I'm refining the content.
Dialogue replay at a slower pace. Now, listen again at a slower pace. Try to notice the short structure. Current work, current status, next action, and timing. Morning, team. Quick status update from me. I'm working through the onboarding screen draft. As of now, the main layout is in place, and I'm polishing the error states.
Thanks, Priya. Are we still on track for a handoff today?
Mostly yes. I'm making good progress, but I'm running late on the final mobile spacing. If it goes smoothly, I can share a draft link by end of day. If not, it may slip to tomorrow morning.
Appreciate the heads up. When you share the draft, can you also include the empty state screens? QA is lining up test cases.
Yes, I'm adding empty states next. Small note, one icon set is still pending from brand, so I'm using placeholders for now.
Got it. Does that impact the timeline, or is it contained?
It shouldn't impact the overall timeline. I'll keep moving with placeholders and swap the final icons in once they come in.
Perfect. Also, are you updating the specs in Figma, or should I look somewhere else?
I'm updating the specs directly in Figma. I'll post in this channel once the draft is ready for review.
Sounds good. Thanks for keeping it clear. Anything you need from engineering?
Not at the moment. I'm just working through a couple of edge cases. If I find anything that affects the flow, I'll message you.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Grammar focus and conceptual grouping.
Let's focus on the grammar that makes chat updates sound natural. Present progress language plus simple sequencing. First, present progress language usually uses I'm plus ing. This is perfect for stand-up updates because it shows what is happening now, not just what you plan to do. Examples from the dialogue style. I'm working through the onboarding screen draft. I'm polishing the error states. I'm adding empty states next. Second, clear sequencing words make your update easy to scan. In chat, people don't want a long story. They want order. Common sequencers, as of now, for your current state. Next, for what you'll do after this. By end of day, for timing. Third, Short status structures help you sound confident without sounding like you're making excuses. A solid progress line. I'm making good progress. A small risk line. I'm running late on. A plan line. I can share it by end of day. A backup plan. If not, it may slip to tomorrow morning.
And notice how these structures keep the message calm. You're not apologizing too much. You're simply stating the status and giving a clear timeline. Example, building and comparison. Let's build a few updates and compare versions. Listen for what's clear, what's vague, and what sounds professional in chat. Too direct or emotional. I can't finish this today. There are too many problems.
That sounds stressful, and it doesn't help the team plan. A clearer, calmer version is, I'm working through a few issues and I'm running late. I can share a draft by end of day or tomorrow morning if it takes longer.
Unclear. I'm on it. We'll send soon.
Soon is vague. Try a short structure with timing. As of now, the main layout is in place. Next, I'm updating the spacing. I'll send a draft link by end of day.
This morning, I started by reviewing the old designs. Then I spoke with Brand. Then I compared the new flow with the old one. And I think I might.
That might be fine in a meeting, but in chat, it's hard to read. A tighter version. Status. I'm updating the onboarding draft. As of now, the layout is in place. I'll share a draft by end of day.
I'm working through the last details. Should be on track for EOD.
That's short and natural. If you want it a little clearer for an international team, you can write it out. I'm working through the last details. We're on track, and I'll share it by end of day.
Structure, recognition, practice.
Let's do quick pattern practice. I'll read a line. Your job, identify what it's doing. Current work, current status, timing, or risk. 1. I'm working through the final comments from legal. 2. As of now, the draft is ready for review. 3. I'll send the updated file by end of day. 4. I'm running late on the export because the tool is failing. 5. Next, I'm updating the timeline in the ticket.
Here are the answers. 1. I'm working through is current work, what you're actively doing now. 2. As of now is current status, where things stand a moment. 3. By end of day is timing, when the team can expect the next thing. 4. I'm running late is risk, something affecting speed or schedule. 5. Next is sequencing, what you will do after the current step. If you can mix just 2 or 3 of these in one short post, your updates will sound clear and natural. Final dialogue replay for reinforcement.
Now replay the dialogue one more time at a normal pace. Try to hear the structure and imagine posting the same kind of message in your own team channel.
Morning team, quick status update from me. I'm working through the onboarding screen draft. As of now, the main layout is in place, and I'm polishing the error states.
Thanks, Priya. Are we still on track for a handoff today?
Mostly yes. I'm making good progress, but I'm running late on the final mobile spacing. If it goes smoothly, I can share a draft link by end of day. If not, it may slip to tomorrow morning.
Appreciate the heads up. When you share the draft, can you also include the empty state screens? QA is lining up test cases.
Yes, I'm adding empty states next. Small note, one icon set is still pending from Brand, so I'm using placeholders for now.
Got it. Does that impact the timeline, or is it contained?
It shouldn't impact the overall timeline. I'll keep moving with placeholders and swap the final icons in once they come in.
Perfect. Also, are you updating the specs in Figma, or should I look somewhere else?
I'm updating the specs directly in Figma. I'll post in this channel once the draft is ready for review.
Sounds good. Thanks for keeping it clear. Anything you need from engineering?
Not at the moment. I'm just working through a couple of edge cases. If I find anything that affects the flow, I'll message you.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Closing summary and learner engagement. You practiced a clean, professional chat update. What you're working on, where things stand right now, what's next, and when people can expect it.
And you practiced calm delay language that helps your team plan, like I'm running late on, plus a realistic timing line like by end of day, and a backup plan if needed.
Now it's your turn. In 1 or 2 sentences, write your own stand-up update for today. Include what you're working on and one timing phrase.
If you want extra practice, write 2 versions, one when you're on track and one when something may slip to tomorrow. Say them out loud, like you're posting them in your team channel.
Audio review for active vocabulary recall. You hear the meaning first. Say the word or phrase out loud. Then you'll hear the answer. A short message about what you're working on and where things stand.
Status update.
2. At this moment, based on current information.
As of now.
3. Actively dealing with something step by step.
I'm working through.
4. Going according to the plan or schedule.
On track.
5. Behind schedule.
Running late.
6. The schedule for delivery and key dates.
Timeline.
7. An early version that is not final yet.
Draft.
8. Before the workday ends.
By end of day.
9. Move to a later time, often the next day.
Slip to tomorrow.
10. Set up and ready, already established.
In place.
Vocabulary and expressions in sentences. Status update.
Example 1. I posted a status update in the team channel before the stand-up started. Example 2. Can you share a quick status update on the client request? Example 3. Her status update was clear and easy to scan.
As of now.
Example 1. As of now, we're waiting on approval from finance. Example 2. As of now, the build looks stable, but we're still monitoring it. Example 3. As of now, I'm planning to deliver today.
I'm working through.
Example 1. I'm working through the last few comments and I'll send a new version after lunch. Example 2. I'm working through a confusing requirement, so I may ask one follow-up question. Example 3. I'm working through the backlog items in priority order.
On track.
Example 1. We're on track to finish the migration this week. Example 2. The report is on track, and I'll share it later today. Example 3. If nothing changes, the timeline is on track.
Running late.
Example 1. I'm running late on the summary because the data export is slow. Example 2. She's running late on the draft, but the key content is done. Example 3. We're running late on testing, so we may need an extra day.
Timeline.
Example 1. Let's confirm the timeline before we message the client. Example 2. This new request could affect the timeline if we add it today. Example 3. The timeline is tight, so I'm focusing on the main deliverable first.
Draft.
Example 1. I'll share a draft in the channel so everyone can comment. Example 2. This draft is not final, but it shows the direction. Example 3. He reviewed the draft and suggested a few changes.
By end of day.
Example 1. I can send the file by end of day if the meeting ends on time. Example 2. Please add your notes by end of day so we can finalize tomorrow. Example 3. We should have a decision by end of day.
Slip to tomorrow.
Example 1. If the vendor doesn't respond, the update may slip to tomorrow. Example 2. The release might slip to tomorrow because we found a last-minute bug. Example 3. If I don't get access soon, this task will slip to tomorrow morning.
In place.
Example 1. The main process is in place. We just need to document it. Example 2. Once the permissions are in place, you can upload the files. Example 3. The structure is in place, and now I'm refining the details.
Final grammar review.
For chat-based stand-up updates, keep your grammar simple and consistent. Use present progress to show what's happening now. I'm working on, I'm updating, I'm working through. Add a quick current status line, as of now. Then add timing and sequencing, next, by end of day. If there's a risk, name it briefly and add a realistic plan. I'm running late on X. I can share Y by end of day. And if it takes longer, it may slip to tomorrow.
That's the end of today's lesson. Thanks for learning with Real American English for Work and Immigration.
See you in the next lesson.